Hello everyone, my name is Richu and I have got a fresh new Visual Studio Code installed in my local machine. And I want to walk you through some of the things you may need while you are working with Azure using this Visual Studio Code. And to do that, you need to install a couple of extensions. So I'll go to the extension tab of my Visual Studio Code and then I just search with word called Azure, and there are a bunch of them. Right, one of the things I can just do is that install few of the tools and then show you that. So you can see that with the icon I can use the Azure database to interact with the database. Let me install this Azure tools. It shows that it will go ahead and install a couple of different other extensions automatically. So you can see now it is installed. Azure Storage, App Services, Azure Databases, Azure Function, all of them will be installing, right? Azure Resource Manager, etc., including Azure Pipeline. And if you want additional extensions to be added, you can pretty much go ahead and do that. Now you also have Azure Kubernetes Services, IoT specific extensions, Azure Sphere, Cosmos DB, all sort of things. But one thing you just need to look out for, whether that extension is from Microsoft or not, is this Microsoft Word as part of who is the publisher. Now there are also third-party developers or developers like you and me who could build an extension for Visual Studio Code and then put it in the app store, the extension store. You can do it and then your name will start appearing, just like this extension specifically has a different name, not Microsoft. You can also have a company who can build extension and put it in extension marketplace. So once they are all installed, what I can do, I can go into the kind of Azure account. Let's say how I can sign in into that, and it sees that it shows you the list of commands how you can do a sign in. Now to really work with the command in Visual Studio Code, what you can do, you can go to the now after you install this Azure extension, you basically get to see the list of things you can do in that. So it basically shows you like all the Azure resources this extension is capable of connecting to. And to do that, you need to sign in to the Azure account you have. So let me sign in using my credential, and then I just say close. That's fine, and this will carry back the extension to the extension page. Now you can see that it shows me the list of virtual machines I have, so I can directly manage them from here. It also shows me the resource groups, and I have got a couple of storages. You can see that storage account, app services, functions. I just want to collapse them, and then things I want to do over here. So if let's say if I want to start working on Azure and then let's say sort of like start building things up, what I can do, I can, let's say, create an app service. So you can go ahead and say, I want to create an app service. Right now I don't have any, so I can go ahead and say, hey, I want to give a name which will be followed by Azure websites.net. So let's say WG test web, and then if I hit enter, it asks me a couple of things. I want a Windows based or Linux based. Let's pick up Windows based, and then you can see that this kickstarted the app creation process. I don't have to literally go into Azure portal to do that, and this also shows me the progress over here. So you can see that if I go to the output, and then if I go to the terminal, and it's showing me various different steps. So let me just see if there is anything coming up in the output. Right now you can see that this is kind of the web WG test web is created, right? If I say that deploy, What it basically asking me is to pick up the app I want to deploy here. Right now I don't have any, so you can create an app and then deploy it. So for example, if you have anything from GitHub, you can directly clone it and then deploy it in your app service. Now if you see over here, if you just explore this, this will show you the WG test web, which is the app which got created. Now you can also see a couple of additional information about it. For example, there are connections, deployments, all the files this holds, etc. will all be visible. So it's sort of like a browser, but it is in form of Visual Studio Code, which can connect to your Azure account and then display things. Pretty convenient way of developing or working with Azure.